5 Talk Street is sponsored by American Eurocopter.
Here we go. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Mark Hayes. This is 5 Talk Street. The American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum is one of the best museums in Dallas-Fort Worth, and NBC5 is so happy to count them as one of our STEM partners. Joining me now is Angie Gofredo, the Director of Development at the American Airlines C.R. Smith Museum. Angie, thanks so much for joining us today and talking a little bit about STEM in the museum. What a pleasure.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the museum, first of all. Tell me a little bit about it, what I can expect to surprise me when I get there.
Well, we started off in 1993 to honor our President C.R. Smith. But when you come into the museum, you're going to see airplanes flying above you. You're going to be able to go into a DC-3. And I had to tell one little boy that it will not fly off. We have it plugged in. But you can actually go in and see what it feels like. You'll be able to see the history. You'll be able to touch and feel engines and wheels and actual parts that are on an airplane. So it's not a museum that you have to stay back. It's where you can really embrace the aviation.
Right, and those are the best and the most fun types of museums. Let's talk about putting the emphasis on STEM, though, because when we talk about flight and technology, it is constantly changing. They're constantly looking for new ways to make airplanes more fuel efficient, to get more people on board, to have them go farther distances. STEM is huge in the aviation industry.
Well, we felt in 2009 that we needed to do our part. It was a natural fit. It was a natural with everything that we have and the things that we can offer with American Airlines, with our partners, with Boeing, et cetera, that we feel that we needed to do our part. We have captains that are volunteering. What greater knowledge to be able to go in and have these kids look up to these captains. Their eyes get very, very large and just, oh my goodness. So we decided to make an emphasis on the STEM education. And so everything we do in our new Soaring Through Science education program is getting it out there and making it fun. Teaching them about engineering, teaching them about how weather interacts with flying. So we go out into the classrooms, and we know that the budget cuts, that's an issue. We go out there, we bring STEM to them, we bring aviation to them.
Yeah, and bringing it to them is the key, because if you can get them to watch the Science and Technology channel, wow, they won't change it because it is so interesting. And there is almost nothing that we deal with on a daily basis that doesn't involve some type of engineering, some type of mathematics, some type of technology that we can't live without. So tell me a little bit about the challenges that it takes to get a hold of young people and keep them involved.
Well, I think there's so many outside interferences sometimes. You know, there's so many different things they can do. They can be watching TV, et cetera. So I think what we are trying to do is bring things to our museum and bring things out to them that challenges them to have them fun. We had a Lego exhibit. It allows these kids to go in and be creative. And I think sometimes it's doing that, is getting around those borders of things outside and really bringing it in and showing them. And we're doing that every fall. We have the DFW Fort Worth Career Expo that exposes several youth to different opportunities out there. So we're trying to do our part to break down those barriers, to bring them in, and make it fun.
Yeah, and there's so many great jobs in the aviation industry too. Not just flying the plane, but you know, we need somebody to keep those planes working and keep them in the air, and to keep designing new aircraft.
Designing, keeping them in the air. It's down to making what kind of seats do you have. It's everything. It's every nook and cranny and bolt and nut. It's how it flies, the air. It's everything. It's learning about the weather. There's so many components. It's not just flying the machine. It's everything. And there's so many different opportunities out there, and we hope that we're doing our part in exposing that to the youth.
Yeah, let's talk about inclusion through access before I let you get out of here, though. Tell us a little bit more about the technology focus there.
We are trying to, STEM is not just it's for everyone, including those children that have difficulties, and whether it be autistic or Down syndrome. We're trying to make it more inclusion, where they can come in and enjoy the museum and still learn about that. There's still opportunities out there for them. So we're doing it by touch screen, by iPads and things like that, so they can see it and understand it in a way that they can understand it.
Yeah, when kids can touch it and feel it, man, they really, they get it. And they get it faster than we do sometimes. Well, what a pleasure, Angie. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I've got to get over there to the museum. Tell folks where it is. It
is at 360. It's Highway 360. We're actually going to be neighbors pretty soon, so right through 360 and 183.
Okay, yeah, I've got to put it on my calendar. It is a date. I will look for you when I get over there.
Great.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see you, and congratulations to you with all your hard work in the community. We appreciate it. That is it for this edition of 5 Talk Street. We hope you'll help NBC5 and these great organizations by getting more involved and engaged in the STEM solution. I'm Mark Hayes. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.